Hello, my friends. So here is their God King and is back. Just hear how they talk about him.
Yes, the king is coming tomorrow.
You refer to him as the king?
Yes.
Who's king?
The king.
King of?
Of course, the king of Kenyan politics. I don't come from the mountain, I come from the rift.
So from that montage, you can hear his interlocutor troll him by commenting that he's the king of the mountain, and he refuses profusely. He doesn't even have the decency to own Gachagua up. So the overarching question is, Gachagua is the king of what? So in the Kenyan public opinion, were he a king, he'd be a king of goats. He's so shameless, and so are goats. Goats are so shameless. Every animal, wild or domestic, have the decency to cover their genitals, save for goats. That is what Gachagua embodies. Imagine a man who abducts himself and goes to the extent of killing himself just to win. A man who goes after his own brother's farm, steals his sheep, and claims that another person is the perpetrator. When the president built the public a church in State House, we were reminded that Kenya is a secular state. And contrarily, now we are told that Kenya is a monarchy. Imagine the free-spirited people that we Kenyans are, bowing to a king, and much less Gachagua. Shame. And just when you thought you'd find a reasonable one, then boom, nature hits you with a reality check. Luos were once accused of following Raila like sheep, but look who's in lockstep with their God King. Just listen to this one.
He's
the same guy who once told Babu to his face in front of the media that the fact that he's married a Kikuyu won't make him a Kikuyu. And in all fairness, I agree. All politics is local. Consequently, he stated that Kikuyus won't vote Babu governor in Nairobi on that basis. Honestly, the joke's on Babu. He's letting go of a bird in hand in pursuit of two in the bush, to the point that he failed to show up for his own party's meeting. A clear disregard of the Luo vote. Luos are with the president, or at least the majority. Now look who is happy. After all the ballyhoo, the hype and the publicity, Malala and his Kikuyu counterparts couldn't even mobilize enough crowd befitting of their God King. See, they were trying to use the Baba Weliaway slogan to mobilize in order to draw a parallel between the two gentlemen. But Gachagua was found politically wanting and shot. So here's the deal. Malala and the DCP party apparatus were privy to the fact that public opinion had shifted favorably towards the president. Hell, even the opposition partners, Kalonzo and Matiang'i, felt so put off they failed to attend Gachagua's homecoming. So they resorted to diversionary tactics, throwing wild allegations left, right, and center. Primarily, it was the government planning to arrest, on to planning to divert Gachagua's plane to Kisumu. Of course, he had to be Kisumu. That's a euphemism for Jaluo. And to them, it's always a competition with Luo. They can even compete with Luos in death to see who can die better. The government never threatened to arrest Gachagua. It's only yesterday that I keenly listened to that presser. What Murkomen said was, Gachagua should record a statement in relation to the allegations he made while in the US. That is what they said. It was a statement that was to be recorded. And secondarily, they alleged that Murkomen and Sakaja were planning to use goons to disrupt their procession. They wanted police protection, but at the same time, accused the same police of infiltration by ruffians. You know what? Every allegation they threw out there was meant to cushion their rally from imminent fail. And sure, it did flop. They only got to Nairobi CBD and Kamukunji in their dreams. It was a big fail. So finally, their script to failure was predicated on a foundation laid by the president early this week. An elusive war. The perception of disconnect between the legislature and the executive. See, the president threw the media and the opposition a bone to mull over, while in the interim, distracting the Kikuyus from their own God King's homecoming. And they fell for it. See, they were busy celebrating Ishungwa's perceived fall from favor with the president, while at the same time, missing on the matter at hand, which was the return of their God King. President Ruto wrote them an exam paper, sat for the same paper with them, and was the invigilator. Checkmate. Peace.